pilots on board.
Hello, Cap. My name is Linda. I am your first officer today.
Hello, Linda. How are you today?
I am fine, thank you.
I believe this is your first time flying with me, so I will explain what I'm doing throughout the entire flight. Okay, today we are flying from Jackson Hole, Wyoming to Bozeman, Montana, KJAC to KBZN. Weather is rainy and cloudy with reduced visibility, so the approach into Bozeman will be challenging. Okay, let's go down here to the radio stack. Let's set the panel lighting to 100% and the floodlights to 50%. And let's see what's going on behind the cockpit doors. Okay, everything looks good. Go up here to the overhead, turn on the panel lighting to 100%. Circuit breaker lights to 100%. Let's turn on the windshield wipers. Okay, let's go over here to the tablet. And let's go into Avy tab. Let's bring up our flight plan. Flight plan for KJAC. KBZN. So we take off on runway 19. We fly to the DNV VOR, DNW. And we fly up here to Rigger waypoint. Fly the DME arc, come in and land at Bozeman at runway 12. Alright, let's go look at the KJAC airport diagram. And we can see that runway 01 has a true heading of 8.2 degrees, or call it rounded to 8. And the ATIS frequency for KJAC is 120.625. Alright, let's go look at the KBZN ILS approach plate.
1318 with 110 at 5, 4 left, take off. Indian 1318 is clear takeoff on right 4.
Go look at the KBZN ILS approach plate for runway 12. And we can see here that we have a localizer frequency of 109.3, approach course of 123, touchdown zone elevation of 4,442 feet. Station name is IBZN, although it is a localizer only, it's not a localizer DME. Alright, so we'll be coming from the south, so we'll fly to this BRIGR waypoint, then fly a DME 15 arc, then turn right to intercept the 123 localizer. And the decision heights for this approach is 200 feet for an ILS.
That's 627, hold short of runway 4 left to kilo. Hold short, 4 left, kilo.
All right. So tune in the ATIS.
Jackson Hole Information Echo. 200 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility 1. Rain. Sky conditions indefinite overcast, temperature 6, dew point 7. Altimeter 2952. Arriving runway 01, departing runway 01. Advise on initial contact, you have echo.
Okay, we have echo. Let's tune in the tower. And let's set our altimeter to 2952.
Number 4183, wind 1206, on my 4 left, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff on my 4 left, number 4183.
And let's do the same thing for the standby indicator. 2952. Alright, let's turn on the flight director. Pilot and the co-pilot.
Right turn Papa, cross runway 4 left at Whiskey, and then straight down Whiskey to Romeo Mike.
Okay, let's tune in COM 1 to the ground.
Cross 4 left and right down
Which is 124.500. And let's file our flight plan. We're flying from KJAC to KBZN at 15,000 feet. And let's insert our flight plan. And let's request our IFR clearance. Jackson Hole Ground, good evening. Zibo 7378 with information echo. Request IFR clearance to Bozeman as filed.
Zibo 7378, cleared to Bozeman Yellowstone via runway 01 departure. Initial altitude 9,000 feet. Squawk 2431.
Cleared to Bozeman via runway 01 departure. Initial altitude 9,000 feet. Squawk 2431. Zibo 7378. Okay, set our transponder to 2431.
Zibo 7378, read back correct. Contact me again for startup. Set the transponder code 2431 as instructed.
Okay, our clearance altitude is 9,000 feet. The runway heading is 08.
Emirates 43 Charlie.
Request the expected SIE for Emirates 43 Charlie.
JFK 5.
And let's set our
43 Charlie, thank you.
bank limit to 30. And then select heading mode. Okay, let's go down to the CDU. Go to the FMC menu. And go to the position and it menu. We are at KJAC. That is our reference airport. Let's go to the route menu. That is our origin. Destination is KBZN. And our flight number is Zibo 7378. Okay, let's go to the departure arrival page. And let's select our departure out of KJAC. And it'll be runway 01.
1561 standby, so it's going to be a full route.
Alright, JetBlue 1561, ready, got it.
Standby, please.
And that's
Well, 1561, let me know when you're ready.
okay, let's select the
JetBlue
route.
1561, ready.
Let's go into our next page.
Tango Bravo, Papa Bravo,
First
Airport,
waypoint is
75
GIYER.
Fly runway heading until the JFK 1.5 unique. Then turn right heading 100.
Followed by
Direct Jet, Juliet, Echo, Tango, Zulu, Zulu. Direct Blue, Bravo, Lima, uniform, uniform, uniform. Direct Delta, Delta, uniform, Mike,
Select
Papa, Romeo.
DNW.
Direct Isles, India, Sierra, Lima, Echo.
Followed by GARNT.
Direct Squad, Sierra, Quebec, uniform, Alpha, Delta.
Followed by BRIGR.
Delta, Alpha, Romeo, uniform, X-ray, Lima 456,
And that's the one that's at 45 degrees.
Tango, Hotel, Alpha.
Followed by
November,
FALII.
FALIA.
FALIA.
Files. Maintain 5,000. Check flight level
45.
350. 10 minutes.
Followed by Manny. MANNI.
2716.
Alright, JetBlue is cleared to Tango Bravo.
Next
Pop-up
page.
Bravo via the Kennedy 5 departure. Runway heading until
NNI.
1.5. Then right turn heading 100.
Alright.
Ship
Back to the departure arrival page.
Blue, Dumper, Isles,
Go into KBZN arrival.
Daru,
It's going to be
Lima
ILS
456,
12
Tank, Gyro, as filed.
with the BRIGR transition.
Spec 350, 2716.
Select route, select activate, and press the execute key.
Read back is correct. Turning to Alpha. And,
Okay, let's go back to the tablet.
2716 is response.
Go into
2716.
fuel weight
JetBlue,
and balance.
1561, roger, we have Alpha.
Set our payload to 2,300
Before we
pounds.
do departure frequency, one time is going to be 125.7 now.
1257, JetBlue 1561, good night.
Let's go to page 1. Set our fuel to 25,000 pounds. That gives us a CG of 20.8%.
So it's Red Nose 6 Golf Yankee.
Red Nose 6, Golf Yankee Heavy, front set.
Yeah, we
Zero fuel weight of 97,000 pounds.
Just wanted to get any clearance.
And let's bring up our chart for future
Red Nose 6,
reference.
Golf Yankee Heavy, plan 31 left, full length.
Back to the CDU, let's go to the performance and net page.
Yankee, transition.
Auto fill to zero fuel weight. Our reserves are 2,000 pounds. Cost index is 50. Cruise wind is 284 degrees at 011 knots. And our cruise altitude is flight level 150. And our ISA deviation is -10. Okay, let's press the execute key.
Ran the Coffee Caribbean Airlines 551.
Go into the N1 limit page.
551, you're cleared to Tango, Tango, Papa, Papa.
Auto fill the outside air
Kennedy.
temperature is 6
It's
degrees.
going to be the 4-4 departure.
Let's select the
4-4
takeoff menu.
Yankee transition.
Our flaps are
Radar
5,
vector
which is standard.
Wavy. That's Whiskey, Alpha, Victor, Echo, Yankee. Direct MJ, that's Echo,
Okay, our
Mike,
CG, if
Juliet,
you
Alpha,
remember, was
Yankee.
20.8%.
174, Oscar, Romeo, Foxtrot. Direct Echo, Charlie, Golf.
Gives us a stab trim of 5 degrees.
AR8.
Let's go to the
Oksana,
next
that's
page.
Oscar, X-ray, Alpha, November, Alpha.
Our runway wind is basically non-existent at 250
Alpha, November, Alpha, Delta, Alpha.
at 02 knots.
Runway
heading is 008. We don't have the slope. Let's go back to the previous page. Okay, that gives us a V1 of 126, a VR of 120, V2 of 135.
Direct NG, Juliet 174, Oscar, Romeo, Foxtrot, direct Elizabeth City, Echo, Charlie, Golf, Alpha,
Press the legs button.
Oksana,
So we start out at GIYER, DIBVD, then DNW.
departure frequency
Let's go over here and look at the plan mode.
Wind 551, ground 0.9 foot 5
Ground 121 Africa, Victor Airlines.
20-mile range. 40 mile. Okay. So yeah, we take off, fly to the DNW VOR. Then we fly to GARNT and BRIGR. Got a discontinuity here, let's fix that.
Good morning, that's at 571 at Alpha 5 with Austin ready. Copy for my Tag 5 with them, everything was ready.
Alright, let's go look at the overhead panel. Flight altitude is 15,000 feet, landing altitude is 4450.
674, land to Newark.
Yeah, 674 clear. Refer to Newark Airport via the Palm
Hey, Linda.
departure. As well. Let me take 10,000 initially, block 25.
Runway turnoff lights on.
Runway turn off lights on.
Taxi lights on.
Taxi lights on.
Wing lights on.
Wing lights on.
Alright, clear to Newark via the Palmer 2, then at file 10,000. 2516 for United.
Okay, the cabin is
674.
secured. Have a good flight.
Have a good night.
Beacon light on.
Already on.
Okay, first VOR is 117.2. Second VOR is 112.4.
Delivery from Qatari 756.
Flaps 5 set.
Qatari 7567.
We request.
And the ILS is 109.3.
Full length for the departure.
Okay, yeah, your flight time's going to come out in about 5 minutes.
Copy.
Okay, let's go over here to 117.2. And 112.4. And the ILS, so we probably won't use it, is 109.3.
Yeah, official Pacific 305, good evening, uniform, Washington, Dillon.
Okay, our radios are all set.
Shuttle 6305, transmission request.
Now, V2 value, if you remember, was
6305, cleared to Washington, Dillon. Via the Jack 2 on their departure.
135.
Transition is filed. 10,000 on departure. Squawk 2502.
Okay, let's arm the auto throttle. Alright. Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure. Sir, we have the conditions for icing.
Delivery Qatari 756 heavy.
Qatari 756 heavy, alert.
Sir, we received the clearance and we request 09 left full length for the departure. Unable to.
Before taxi procedure complete.
Roger, have a good day.
I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Probe heat. On. Anti-ice. Wing anti-ice off. Engine anti-ice off.
Okay, thank you very much.
Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. Rejected takeoff.
2711.
Engine start levers.
711, copy this.
Idle
We're
detent.
ready to copy with Jack on board.
Idle detent. Flight control.
Alright, so we got flight control page. Okay, elevator. Left aileron. Right aileron. Left rudder. Right rudder. Checked.
Checked.
10 minutes after the
Flaps.
Flaps 5.
Flaps are not set for takeoff position.
2711, we're clear to Mike Quebec.
Before taxi checklist is not complete.
K. Transition. Climb and maintain 10,000. Deck 380. Decline to 380. 10 minutes after departure. And squawk 3171.
Set stabilizer for takeoff.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Trim up.
Alright. Let's go here to VOR mode. Set our course to 049.
On the clearance, good evening, the T438, what's the little black open the IFR Flight Sim?
Okay, let's request taxi.
430.
Jackson Hole Ground, good evening. Zibo 7378 is ready for taxi.
Zibo 7378, taxi to runway 01. Contact tower on 118.075 when on holding point.
Taxi to runway 01. Contact tower on 118.075 when on holding point. Zibo 7378.
Clarence delivery, Delta 1353. Coming clearance, thank you. Delta 1353. Negative CPDLC.
So 1353, roger. Clear to the airport via the Halo 2 departure. Start, transition, and as filed. Maintain 10,000, squawk 5741.
Delta 1353, clear Halo, Sarge transition, time 10,000, squawk 5741.
So 1353, read back to
Delta 1387.
Delta 1387.
And looking for clearance to Tango, Juliet, Sierra, Juliet.
Delta 1387, for Tango, Juliet, Sierra, Juliet Airport via the Part 2 departure. Making transition, then as filed. Maintain 10,000, squawk 3576.
Delta 1387, cleared to Tango, Juliet, Sierra, Juliet, Varsity 2, Macon, then unfiled, maintain 10,000, squawk 3576.
So 1387, read back to
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Airline 637, sorry, you're requesting a visual departure, is that correct?
Hinterland 637.
Airline 637, okay, cancel that airway clearance and I'll get you a new clearance in a sec.
Hinterland 637.
Zibo 7378, contact tower on 118.075. Have a nice flight.
Contact tower on 118.075, Zibo 7378. Landing lights on.
Plan 687, clear the interfile direct. Visual departure.
Beacon light on.
5,000. Visual.
Already on.
Squawk 6053. Departure frequency 126.1.
Clear to interval direct, visual departure, time 5,000 visual, 6053
Okay, Linda.
and departures 1.
Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
Planned route 10-2 departure.
Flaps.
5,6,000. Squawk 1160.
Flaps 5.
Frequency 118.4.
Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Stabilizer trim. 50 units set. Transponder. TARA set. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Okay, let's contact the tower. And request takeoff. Jackson Hole Tower, good evening. Zibo 7378 on holding point of runway 01, ready for departure.
Zibo 7378, wind is calm, runway 01, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 01, Zibo 7378. Taxi on to runway 01.
Apollo 7122, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Approaching 1.
Runway 01 confirm.
On runway
I am
1.
ready for takeoff.
Apollo 7122, contact departures. G'day.
Okay, let's turn on the cockpit timer. And verify we have symmetrical thrust.
Stabilized.
And toga.
Takeoff thrust set. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate.
1,000 feet remaining.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. Zibo 7378, altimeter 29er.52. Contact Salt Lake City Center on 135.775. Acceleration altitude.
Altimeter 29.52. Contact Salt Lake City Center on 135.775. Goodbye, Zibo 7278.
1000 to level off.
1000 to go.
Flaps 2 set. Flaps 1 set.
Okay, let's contact
Transition
center.
level. Ready for approach checklist.
Salt Lake City Center, good evening. Zibo 7278 at 8,900 feet.
Zibo 7378. Turn left heading 188. Maintain 9,000 feet. Flaps
Turn
up
left
set.
heading 188.
Zibo 7378. Turn right heading 055. Climb to 15,000 feet.
Turn right heading 055. Climb to 15,000 feet. Zibo 7378.
Center, compass 1696 for flight level 272. Cleared across Rego, header below 260. Center maintain flight level 240. About 1696.
Compass 1696, good distance. The Ola 1, expect maintain 14000, the altimeter 29907, and you can do whatever you want at Rego. I don't need any other description.
Okay, great. Yeah. So send you to Ola 1, except maintain 14000. That's it for now. Compass 1696.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No light. Detent. After takeoff checklist down to the line complete.
Precision height 200 feet.
125 is 16
And then let's set our landing data to 3 flaps 30, 136 knots.
Getting 334 Delta, contact Center 12 for that. Center 12 for that. Thanks, Kelly. Center report up.
Thousand to level off.
1000 to go.
Okay, we don't need the windshield wipers. Turn those off. So we are above the weather. Okay, let's turn left to a heading of 230. Set up and intercept the 230 degree radio. Select nav. And let's speed up to 325 knots.
Zibo 7 tree 78, turn right heading tree 27.
Let's adjust our heading for an intercept. 327 radio. Turn right heading whatever it was.
Delta 2630, that is the 7GS, color 2 arrival, never altimeter, over an hour, 29er, 89er.
CDI is active.
245 Bravo Delta, chance direct range junction. November 5 Bravo Delta, turn left heading 70 vector. Left turn to 270 vector 245 Bravo Delta.
Zibo 7 tree 78, turn left heading tree 26.
Turn left heading 326, Zibo 7278.
Southwest 556, maintain 30, go down to grid. 30 down to grid, Southwest 556, 40. Southwest 4389, what was your requested final altitude? 37, sir. Sorry, thank you.
Zibo 7 tree 78, expect runway 12.
Expect runway 12, Zibo 7278.
Cross Zibo 15,000, September 3018. 018 altimeter from Zibo 15000. Frontier 100, cross Zibo 15000, December 3018. Cross Zibo 15000. Fox, Center Roger. The company has filed for a photo 290 today, and I don't think you're going to get up that high. Unfortunately, for the final, usually the three go from like 17 or 19 inches. Yeah, I was thinking I could go that final. Okay, 4436, maintain photo 190 when you're level 300 knots or greater. You can see there at 2 now. Direct 2 now, and 300 knots or greater, and 190 over.
Okay, let's complete our approach briefing here. ILS frequency is 109.3. This is runway 12 ILS. Station name is IBZN. Approach course is 123 degrees. Touchdown elevation is 4,443 feet. And the decision height is 200 feet. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Landing altitude.
Landing altitude 4,450 set. Zibo 7378. Turn left heading 32 Recall.
Turn left heading 323. Check.
Auto brake.
Auto brake 2.
Set. Landing data.
100. Flaps 30. 136 knots.
V reference 136. Minimums 199 set. Approach briefing.
Complete.
Complete. Descent checklist complete.
Descent procedure.
Descent procedure. Descent procedure complete. Zibo 7378, altimeter 29.52 hectopascal. Contact Bozeman Yellowstone INTL approach on 118.975. Expect runway 12 to land. Bye.
Altimeter 29.52. Contact Bozeman Yellowstone approach at 118.975. Zibo 7378. Okay, let's tune in approach. And let's make our initial call. Bozeman approach, Zibo 7378 at 15,000 feet.
Zibo 7378, maintain 15,000 feet.
Maintain 15,000 feet, Zibo 7378.
Zibo 7378, descend to 12,000 feet. Flaps 2 set.
Descend to 12,000 feet, Zibo 7378.
Approaching transition. Localizer capture. Zibo 7378, turn left heading 318.
Turn left heading 318, Zibo 7378.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
4964, descend to maintain 4,000, then boost to 170.
4,000, slow 170, return approach.
Okay, let's switch the nav1 radio over to 112.4, which is the Bozeman BOR.
376 heavy, contact tower, 118.5.
Good night, American.
Zibo 7378, maintain 12,000 feet.
Maintain 12,000 feet. Zibo 7378.
Here at 4964, turn left heading 300 and go northwest.
300 head, join the plus minus repair flash.
Zibo 7378, turn right heading 001.
Turn right heading 001. Zibo 7378.
Here at 4964, descend to maintain 3,000.
3,000, repair flash.
Zibo 7378, descend to 7,400 feet.
Descend to 7,400 feet. Zibo 7378.
Here 23, turn left heading 360, descend to maintain 3,000. Here at 4964, 6 miles from mark, maintain 3,000, until south on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 27 right approach.
Clear established and clear LS 27 right, repair flash.
Decon 12, turn right heading 180.
Right heading 180, clear straight for flat 12.
DB distance is a little close. Turn left.
Flight level 100, landing lights switches on.
Speed 180 and then down to 4,000, Kilo 642.
Try and maintain DME 15.
From Pier 23,
Let's turn on the windshield wipers here.
300
to join on Pier 23.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
Brickyard 4964, you're 2 miles from cleared ILS 27 right approach. Maintain 170 knots to Delta.
Clear LS 27 right, 170 Delta, Brickyard 4964.
Okay, let's slow down to 175. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5 set.
Right heading 240.
Gear down.
Descend to maintain 3,000.
Right to 240.
Gear down.
Localizer at down to 3,000.
165. flaps 15. Arm the speed brakes.
Flaps 15 set.
Slow down to 150.
6042, turn right heading 180.
Right, 180.
Flaps 25 and then flaps 30.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist.
Set our course to 123.
170 Delta, cleared ILS, 27 right, frontier 23.
Zibo 7378. Turn right heading 120.
Turn right heading 120. Zibo 7378.
Straight 5512, turn right heading 300 on Dunlop Roger.
Right to 330, enjoying one device, report straight 5512.
Okay, let's tune in the ILS 109.3. And set nav 2 to 112.4, which is Bozeman BOR. Let's switch this over here to approach mode.
Straight 5512.
Go to the 5 nautical mile range.
Right approach, maintain 170 knots of altitude.
And in order to intercept the localizer, we're going to need to turn to a heading of
2500.
no, wrong way. $135, $140, $145. There we are.
6042, 6 miles, maintain 3000 still south from localized, cleared ILS, runway.
Okay, we're set up to intercept the
Maintain 170 knots of altitude.
123 course, 20-degree intercept.
Established, cleared ILS 27 right, 170 Delta, 6042.
Light soap is active.
Blue Streak 5512, contact tower, 118.5.
118.5, Blue Streak 5512.
Okay, localizer active, it's arm approach. Localizer capture.
On 6042, contact tower, 118.5.
Glide slope capture.
Glide slope capture.
Brickyard 4964, contact tower, 118.5. Good night.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Zibo 7378. Cleared for ILS approach runway 12. Contact tower on 118.200 when established. 5.
Cleared for ILS approach, runway 12. Contact tower when established on 118.200. Zibo 7378. Alright, set this to VREF +5. Slow down to 135.
2500.
And set our heading bug to 123.
On 6042, turn right heading 240.
Missed approach. And our missed approach altitude is 5,200 feet.
27 right, 120.
Alright, let's contact the tower. And let's make our initial call. Bozeman Tower, Zibo 7378 approaching runway 12.
Zibo 7378. Identified. Continue your approach.
Alright, let's go down the
Cabin
HUD.
crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
Turn on the flight path vector.
Zibo 7378, wind is calm, runway 12, cleared to land.
1,000.
Cleared to land, runway 12, Zibo 7278.
Taxi lights on.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Approaching. Approaching. Runways.
Continuous. Speed brake.
Approaching. 1, 2.
Armed. Landing gear.
Down.
Down. Flaps.
Flaps 30.
500.
Set for landing. 500. Cleared to land runway 12.
400.
Landing checklist complete.
300. Approaching decision height. 200. Minimum. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use. Zibo 7378, contact ground on 121.800. 60 knots. Yet. Great landing. You are professional.
High speed, then turn right, Papa the Yankee, hold short runway 4 left. Papa Yankee, short 4 left.
Contact ground on 121.900. Okay, let's do our ground initial call. Contact ground. Our initial call. Bozeman ground, Zibo 7378 on runway 12.
Zibo 7378, taxi to gate A4.
Taxi to gate A4, Zibo 7378.
Delta maintenance, give way to American maintenance.
Flaps
He's
upset.
just coming up on the block of 4. He's going to pass behind you.
Landing lights off.
Back to crew, sir, and let me know when you're ready for the reposition.
Delta maintenance 5, copies that.
All right, let's see how our landing plots look.
Blue Street 5604, 35 Foxtrot, push.
Blue Street 5604, good morning to you. Push crew spot 10.
Push Blue spot 10, Blue Street 5604.
Oh, the nose gear bounced. Throttle down too late. Ah, damn it. All right, 146 feet per minute, that's pretty good. Pitch of 1.8, 136 knots. Flare started at 43 feet. Flare lasted 9.2 seconds.
1223, you're pushed back to crew to spot 2. Spot 2, thanks.
Throttle down at 4 feet. 1.6 Gs. Cross the threshold at 37 is a little low. And didn't stay on the rear gear long enough. Bounced the nose wheel. Well, damn it. That concludes this video.